Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we have the pleasure of watching the replay that Trot sent me from the Weird Clan. Nice name of clan, by the way. And what you're about to see, guys, is possibly one of the greatest games you're ever gonna see using a tier 8, because that guy right there managed to pull out nearly, an amazing game, a Hall of Fame worth game, but for tier 10 while using a tier 8. It's a one-man army, and you're gonna see that it's gonna soon get into a 1 versus 30. So how is he playing? At the moment, he's playing with the Centurion rack. I already did the review of that tank 2 or 3 days ago, and basically what you must know about this tank is that you have an insane turret armor. With this tank, as long as you're using your gun depression and only showing your turret, you should be safe, especially when you're playing against tier 6 and tier 7 that have no chance of penetrating you. So for the moment, our friend is fine. He pushed out some great adrenaline shots, and boom, there we go, another one of the Panthers sending him on fire. He knows he doesn't have to push, because if he does, he's gonna get penetrated, as you can see by the cromwell, because your main weak spot using the rack is possibly the lower part of the hull. Not a problem here. He knows that from time to time he has to push, so there we go. He sneaked the first one on the cromwell, but now unfortunately there is the T71, and he did the right thing here by pushing back, simply because by doing this he allows himself not to get penetrated. He is using his HE shells right now, and he's in the right to do that, simply because with the rack, if you're not using it against light tanks, you're possibly not going to penetrate anything. So there we go. He's trying to circle, killing the cromwell in his rush. And now there is the T71. He goes again for a great shot with an HE, killing the T71. 2 guys dead already, and nearly 3k damage in the first 2 minutes of the game. It's already a really good game right now, and even if he was to die right now, he could be proud of him, because he kind of carried his team. But no, our friend is not gonna stop now. And I love what he's doing. As you can see, he's shooting at the tracks to make the guy unable to move. This is something you want to do with the Centurion, because yes, you have a fast firing gun, and when you're using such a mechanism by allowing you to stunt your opponents, it will allow you to help your teammates, and on top of that, prevent the enemies to reorganize themselves, or even being aware that you're here. And now the thing is, it's gonna soon turn into a 1 versus 4, because his teammate, the T43, is not the best tank in place right now. Why? Because it's a tier 7, and on top of that, it doesn't feel like the guy was aware of what he was doing. So what our friend has to do right now is defend himself. And the best way to defend yourself using the Centurion rack is making sure you are taking a position from which the enemies can only see your turret. And that's exactly what our friend is doing. He's taking some shots on the Panther that is doing the mistake of pushing through, and now he's just a free target in the open. Maybe he's gonna take 1 or 2 shots from the Panther, it's possible, but in the end, it will result in his death. And now, real stuffs are beginning, because there is the Shito full life, there is the VK100 01P full life as well, and there is finally the Carnarvon. So there we go, our friend is using adrenaline, and he's trying his best to track the Shito out, because if he does, it's a turretless tank destroyer, and it will prevent him from being able to do anything. So there we go for the first shot. Is he gonna make it? No. Now the Shito moved, but missed his shell. Not a problem, our friend will reload before him, and he kills it. He literally destroyed the guy, sitting now at 5k damage. And the enemies are coming one by one. It's like the perfect matchmaking. Just out of curiosity here, I would like to know how the VK managed to penetrate on the move our friend. So where did the shot go? So wow, how did the VK manage to penetrate that side right there? Maybe our friend was not angling his tank, I don't know, but otherwise I feel like it's impossible. So here we go, there is the VK, and he has to hold the ground. Unfortunately, he knows that it's gonna be quite hardcore, because if the VK pushes, he will not be able to show his turret only. There we go. He managed to escape, making the VK miss his shots, and now, he knows he has some time to be able to shoot, but as always, the main problem with tanks, and not only the Centurion, but pretty much all the tanks, is that when you are shooting from your back, your gun depression doesn't exist, because it's something like +2. And now, it seems like the VK doesn't really know what he's doing. And it's gonna be helpful. It's gonna be helpful because it will allow our friend to escape. We don't know yet where the Karen is, but I feel like he's AFK at this point into the game because our friend is perm spotted and the VK did not receive any help yet, and I think our friend Trot knows that. So instead of trying to go on the Karen to get some damage before dying, he's trying his best on the VK. So there you go, he's sneaking a couple of shots right there, and the VK is unaware of what's happening. He's trying to sneak his shots, but the problem is VK is not the most accurate tank in the Galaxy and in World of Tanks Blitz, and therefore if he doesn't get to close range, he's probably gonna lose the battle. He still has to take into consideration the fact that the time is running by, because there is only 1.5 minutes still going on, and he has to kill 2 tanks within this timeline. So there we go, he's trying to sneak his shots, and he's also trying not to get penetrated by the VK in his roof, and luckily for him, he managed to bounce an extremely lucky shot straight into the turret that I was not expecting to bounce. There we go, is he gonna be able to kill the guy? Yes, on the roof of the VK. Now I feel like our friend knows that the last one is AFK, so he's gonna try to push as fast as possible in the enemy spawn. 6.6k damage right now with the fire, 7k and 5 kills. He's going for the 6th one. Yes, he is. He still needs to find the Karen. Hopefully for him, the guy is going to be in the spawn, because otherwise he's going to be kind of problematic. And oh boy, look at this. The Karen is not here. So where is the guy? Where did the guy go? If he's around, he will probably be able to put him on fire, because the Karen bag is really exposed to HE shells, but otherwise it's done for him. 7k damage and quite a lot of frustration if he doesn't manage to find the Karen. Luckily for him, he finds the guy, and now he's using adrenaline. He's gonna try to penetrate the guy with HE, but it doesn't work. Not a problem. Our friend is trying his best. Will he have the time to kill the guy in 20 seconds? That's what we want to know, and this is what we're about to find out. There we go, 3 shells. Come on, and another one. Faster the reload. Come on. Is he gonna make it? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh man, lucky shot. Fire, as I told you, and boom. That's pretty much how you carry a 1 versus 4. 6 kill and 8.3k damage. An insane game. Yes, lucky, because the enemies didn't know what they were doing and they were coming to him one by one. So moral of the story, when there is only one guy remaining, try to group up with the rest of your team and push all forward, because yes, one of you may die in the battlefield, but at least you will take him out and not allow him to do this kind of game that would be sitting as a Hall of Fame from the Centurion rack. Truly amazing replay. Thank you, Trot, for sending me it. You didn't do any mistakes, you played perfectly, and I'm quite proud to be able to feature you on the channel. If you enjoyed, guys, feel free to subscribe, like, and share, and I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. Bye.